In January 2026, I asked one question on Instagram. What's the one thing you wish someone understood about where you are right now? 2,424 people answered. They answered at midnight, on bus rides, in bathroom stalls. They told a stranger on the internet what they couldn't tell the people who loved them most. This is their voice returned. This is the story of a woman named Ramya. Her parents had a map for her life, a sequence, a script, a this then that of how a daughter's life was supposed to unfold. Ramya followed the map until she was 20. Then she walked off the edge.
My parents had a map, not a physical one, although, knowing my father, he probably would have laminated it if he could. It was more of an understanding, a sequence, a this then that of how a daughter's life was supposed to unfold. School, good marks, engineering or medicine, placement, marriage, children. A house in a colony where the neighbors' children also followed the map. Weekend calls with the parents, annual visits during Diwali, retirement near the grandchildren. I followed the map until I was 20. Then I walked off the edge. It was not dramatic. I did not pack a bag and disappear. I just did not get placed in campus recruitment. Applied to a media course instead of an MBA. Moved to Mumbai instead of staying in Coimbatore. Dated a boy my parents had never met. Broke up with him. Dated a girl. Did not tell anyone. From 20 to 28, I lived a life that was invisible to my family. Not hidden, invisible. They knew the address, but not the person who lived there. They knew my job title, but not what it cost me. They knew I was busy, but not with what or with whom. Now I was 28 and the map had caught up with me. Ramya, Lakshmi auntie's daughter is getting married. She's younger than you. That was my mother. The delivery was always casual, dropped into a phone call like an afterthought, like someone mentioning the weather. But I had learned to hear the GPS recalculating underneath. We're not saying anything, Ramya. We just want you to be settled. Settled. The word that meant come back to the map. My father was worse because he was more honest. During my last visit home, he sat me down in the living room. The same living room where I had done homework for 15 years and said, "Whatever happened in your past, we can forget it. Bury it. Boys' families don't need to know everything. We can present you fresh. Present you fresh. Like repackaging expired goods. Peel off the old label, print a new date, put it back on the shelf." I sat in that living room and looked at my father. This man who had taught me to read, who had carried me on his shoulders through temple festivals, who had once driven through a monsoon to bring me my favorite curd rice when I was sick at my hostel. And I understood something terrible. He loved me completely and did not know me at all. His love and his ignorance lived in the same house, ate at the same table, slept in the same bed, and he could not see the contradiction because the map did not have a legend for it. I did not argue. I had learned that arguing with the map was like arguing with gravity. You could be right and still fall. I'll think about it, Appa. I took the night bus back to Mumbai. In the darkness between Coimbatore and some unnamed town where the bus stopped for chai, I typed a message to my closest friend. They want to pass on the responsibility of taking care of their daughter to another person. That's all marriage is to them, a handover. I deleted it before sending. Some truths were too heavy even for WhatsApp. I am not real, but the women who inspired my story are. When 2,424 people were asked what they wished someone understood about where they are right now, here is what some of them said. I wish my dad didn't see all women as bad. He constantly belittles me. I wish he understood that he should not fall for stereotypes. It takes strength and courage to pursue your dreams. I just wish someone in my family supported me enough and not criticized me every time for failures. I am my own person, aside from all the expectations and responsibilities put upon me, without asking from me or understanding what I want. I need to work on myself. I want to have my own space and not try to fit into somebody else's life. I have a full life of my own, but it is like I have to abandon it because of family expectations and marriage. I want to be free to love and to receive love without conditions and restrictions from parents.